Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing an intuitive flower reading. So if you have not seen these before, I just set the intention of the question into the flower, and then I will channel and read the energy intuitively from there. So we're going to go ahead and look here today at who has a secret crush on you. I just felt this like lightness or this playful kind of energy, so I wanted to do something a little bit more light. So whatever's going to come through today, hopefully someone that maybe you wouldn't think has a crush on you, or someone that you wouldn't identify right away, but just be open to whatever comes up and just listen to your intuition. We'll try to get as much detail as possible. There could be more than one person which would come up, so keep that in mind as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and see. So before we look at the selections, let's just set the intention that this reading will be for whoever it's for. I trust that Spirit will guide you to this reading if it's right for you. And just take what resonates. If you feel confused or if you feel like it's just not fitting for you, then that's okay. It may not be your message. So we have 3 flowers to choose from. Group number 1 is going to be this yellow flower. Group number 2, you are going to be this little green flower. And then group number 3, you are going to be this flower here. Okay, so just choose intuitively, whichever one pulls you in. Think about the question, who has a secret crush on you? What are their characteristics? Why do they have a crush on you? How would you know who this person is? We will pull a few cards here from this deck as well, just to get some extra specifics at the end of the reading. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. If you would like to book a private reading, I have those details down below in the description box. And whenever you're ready, we will jump into group number 1, and the timestamps are down below. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this yellow flower, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. So just look into the flower, just infuse your own energy into it. And let's see what comes up here. So tune me in, please, Spirit, to anybody who chose group number 1, the yellow flower. So who has a secret crush on group number 1? Any details you can give me here for who is this person that has a crush on you? What are their characteristics? How would you know who this person is? And like I said in the intro, just take what's going to resonate. There could be more than one person, so you could identify, different traits of different people, and some details, of course, won't connect with you, so that's okay, but just take what will. Okay, so who has a secret crush on the viewers of group number 1? Let's see. So I definitely am getting this is very secret. It feels like this is somebody who I'm being shown them actually hiding from you. So this person could be just very much like in the background of your life. They could be have maybe never made it known to you that they have a crush on you, or they're just a bit like shy. This could be someone that they definitely don't, it's like a secret admirer kind of feeling here. They definitely don't come up to you often, or it's a very like timid or shy kind of person, okay, where they just haven't expressed maybe that to you. And for somebody, they could be married, okay, that could be for somebody, or you could be married. One of you could possibly be married, and that could be why they haven't come forward, or one of the reasons why. This is definitely somebody who feels like they have responsibilities. I'm hearing I have responsibilities to take care of. So this definitely feels so far like somebody who may be, again, not really coming forward with their emotions. And it seems like partially because they have other things to take care of. So maybe they feel kind of overwhelmed. Maybe they feel like this wouldn't work out anyway, or they just feel like they don't want to betray anybody or to make the wrong move, but they definitely feel like they are maybe kind of busy in their life. They may have a lot going on. And this definitely does seem, and this again won't be for everybody, but it seems like they could have a family, they could have children, they could be married. And I feel like for some, this could have been someone that you met very briefly. So maybe you either only see each other very briefly every now and then, or you may have already met, but it was only a very brief encounter. And it feels like this person's been trying to really hold back their like attraction towards you, their passion and their attraction towards you. Because obviously, maybe because they are married, because they do have a family, but it feels like they view you as someone who is very physically attractive. This person is very physically attracted to you, and there could even be an age difference here for somebody. But if not, it's just that there's something different about you than the place that they're in right now in their life with their marriage, and if it is a marriage or just relationship or other duties kind of that they have going on, if it's not a marriage. And this feels like someone that actually could be aware that there's a spiritual kind of bond between the two of you. You may either talk about spiritual, things, or you may be someone who is into the esoterics, or there's something to where they established or they're aware of some sort of spiritual connection between the two of you. So that could even be adding to their attraction or adding to their allure that they have towards you. And I feel like for a lot of you, if you chose this, you could be very like individually like different, or you could follow your own rules, your own path. And so they're very attracted to what you embody and like the qualities that you have. Maybe you're very free-spirited, or you have something that they don't like, or you have a certain life that they have an opposite life of that, it seems like. So yeah, this person who has a secret crush on you, it's like, again, I'm seeing them kind of pop up in your location. So that could be literal. Maybe you see them, you bump into them at places if you live in the same town or something. If you happen to like work together, for example, you may find that this person is always popping up near you, but it seems like it's because they feel like this invisible attraction towards you. That's almost like they feel a pull from spirit into your direction, but they don't know why. Unless they're kind of, aware of those things, they could know why. But it's something like that, to where, on a side note, I'm hearing somebody here could be like a handyman, or I'm hearing plumber. That could be for somebody. But yeah, they feel like this cord of attachment to you, or it's almost giving the impression of like, let's say it's a work situation. It doesn't have to be. And they are in the lunchroom and they just feel some energy emanating from you, like some attraction that they have to be closer to you, or they want to move closer physically to you in that moment. Even if they don't say anything though, maybe they don't, or maybe they do, but it's something like that. And I just feel like this person who has a secret crush on you, they definitely, for some, you don't know this. So if you kind of know who I'm talking about, this would maybe be a surprise for you, or you're wondering if maybe they do have a crush on you because they don't seem to say much or do much, but they definitely do. And it could be someone that is like really hides a lot of this. They're almost showing me kind of like a teenager or something, where they wouldn't want to be very open with their feelings, but when they go home, they're like journaling about you and things like that. I'm not saying that that's what they do, but it's that kind of vibe to it, to where this person could be having their own secret kind of crush on you, or a secret like, just like a secret crush on you, quite literally here. For some, you could have either met at like an event. I'm seeing a big party here. Could be a work party, or could just be some like a wedding maybe, or some big event, or that might be something coming up for some of you as well, possibly. And I feel like this person, they really want to be alone with you. Like I almost feel like this person fantasizes about that, or they wish to like have you alone. Even just to like talk about something, or to be in your presence. Again, there's some kind of magnetic attraction that this person has towards you. I'm going to ask Spirit in a minute how you can know who they are if you don't know who this is yet, or what characteristics, but it feels like this is very much of that secret kind of low-key feeling of an attraction towards you. And this person also seeks a lot of comfort in you. For those of you who do communicate, they could feel like a friendship with you, that they really enjoy talking with you. They really enjoy hearing your voice, or they enjoy your opinions on things or your advice on things. So they feel very drawn to just something about your presence keeps coming up, like the way that you look, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you talk. Something about your presence really attracts this person, and they feel like they want more of you. They don't want this to end. They want to be closer to you. They want more of your company. And for someone, you may have known this person for a long time, or you may know a lot about their history for some reason. So maybe it's because you've known them for a long time, or you have heard about them, or you know the same people for some of you. So it's like you already know what they've been through in life. Like, you know, when they were younger or something, or you know what they've gone through. So this person could have actually come from, like, they may have changed a lot from when you did know them. For that group of you who you have known them like in the past, they may have changed a lot. You may find, or you may have found, that they are a different person kind of now than they used to be. How would group number one know who this person is? Any specific, Spirit, that you can give us here? Who is this person that has a secret crush on group number one? How would you know who this is? What are their characteristics? Any specifics here? I'm hearing this person may have a good sense of humor. They may be known to be funny, or just very kind of like outgoing, a people person maybe. They have this persona where they have a certain maybe like image that they project to the world, which could be of that like extroverted or funny or kind of out there. But I do feel like when it comes to their feelings or their deeper emotions, they do hide that. And that could be another reason to why they hide their kind of crush on you. For some, again, not for everybody, but this could be like a friend that you've had for a long time. You may have known them for a long time, and maybe they haven't wanted to be admitting that they have more of a attraction towards you than just a friendship. That could be as well. Somebody here could live in Michigan. Specifically, I'm hearing on one of the lakes or near one of the Great Lakes in Michigan, or they're from there originally. This person could play sports, or they may have played sports when they were younger. Because I am getting that vibe for somebody that some of you may have known them for like high school maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of physical attraction here. So that's how you would know, because you either just, maybe you just get that vibe that this person is very physically attracted to you. Maybe you see yourself as like a physically attractive person. So you kind of feel that, like, maybe you dress a certain way, or you carry yourself a certain way, that you know that this person is like attracted to you, or you know that you are drawing attention to you, from kind of this person. And that could be another aspect of it. For some of you, this person could have like a certain group of friends that they are around a lot. Again, for some, this could be like a hometown that they're from, or that you're from. Maybe it's a small town. Somehow there's maybe a connection to other people, like the same people, or about them through the grapevine, and vice versa. Any other specifics for group number one? How would you know who this is that has a crush on you, group number one? Yes, and others of you, you may have dated before, or kind of been, again, friends before, and they almost want to tell you something that like that they've always had an attraction towards you. They almost wish to have that opportunity to tell you that. There's something about when you're alone. Something about this person's hands. They could work with their hands, okay? Or they may have very big hands or something to where they work with their hands for somebody. This person may have, again, they may wear a bit of a mask, or they kind of project an image of themselves, which is maybe a bit careless, or they may pretend like they don't care what people think or what you think of them. So they could have that kind of image to themselves, or they like to, maybe they've had trouble finding themselves. Maybe they've had trouble, yeah, just like finding who they really are. I'm hearing that song, Jesse's Girl. So again, this may be something to where either you have somebody, like you're already married or you're already in a relationship, or there's a connection to other friends here, like the friend of a friend or your friend or their friends. This person may do little things to get your attention. It could be like social media, it could be liking your photo. It could be that they even drop kind of teasing hints your way, especially if you are just friends or if you've known each other. It's like they may do little things that give you an indication that they have more than just a friendship kind of feeling towards you. But they have this personality to where they hide a lot of that. So they may pretend like, again, they don't care, or they may even be rude to you at times, or they may have done that in the past. And it's like, it actually is because they're struggling to find themselves, and yeah. This person could go fishing a lot, maybe. They could be an outdoorsy type of person, or they could go fishing. They view you as somebody who's very wise. Some of you could be like a homebody, an introvert. I'm getting that you may, for some reason, I'm hearing reading books. So maybe you're like a bookworm, or you read books a lot. But there's something to where they view you as you have more information like about something. Somehow you're very knowledgeable, or they just view you that way. So that's part of the reason too, that they have this like mysterious pull to you, because you do embody this energy, which is kind of mysterious, or you don't really share all of yourself, or you may be a bit more private than this person. And so that is adding to the appeal. And if this person did choose to go into a different direction, maybe they got married to somebody else, or they just already have another connection, they feel a sense of regret that they didn't maybe pursue things with you, or that they didn't honor how they felt about you at the time, you know, or they may have just met you after they were already involved, and they still feel regretful that this happened, maybe that they can't fully be with you. They view you as somebody too that maybe you wouldn't really give them much of a chance though. You have a lot of attention from other people, or you have a lot of eyes on you. So they see here that you maybe wouldn't give them the time of day anyway, or you would be hard to, I don't know, like you would be hard to get to somehow. And so they may just kind of feel that they are kicking themselves because they didn't take their chance when they had it, or they just don't feel like they're able to like be enough for you somehow. So I don't know if this is just like, again, like a friend that you don't have interest in, or they just don't kind of match to where you are right now in your life. So there's this imbalance maybe between what they are presenting and what you want maybe in a partner. So yeah. Any other details, Spirit, for how the viewer is going to know who this person is, please? Any details, specifics? Somebody could work in the medical fields. I'm hearing Dallas. Stewart. Los Angeles. Something about like neuroscience is coming up. So somebody could be in that field. There's a barrier in the middle between the two of you. Again, there's some barrier. Could be distance, could be cultural differences, family differences, marriage, something like that. Somebody here could wear a lot of black, so it could be you or it could be them, but you may wear all black, or they do quite a bit. Somebody here could be a chef or just a very good cook. Someone could live where there's a lot of very beautiful sunsets here, it looks like. So sunrises or sunsets. So maybe even I'm getting like a beachfront too. Maybe somebody does live on a coast of a certain country or state, coastline. I'm hearing Beauty and the Beast. So that could mean something for you. There's a lot of people that they're around, or you have the same community. Okay, or maybe a big city, something with crowded people here, or you know the same people. Again, some of you could have met at a work function, or there's something about like a work trip or business people, or same community. Some of you have already, like again, dated this person for some, or you may have almost kind of went further, but it was just like maybe a date, or it was just a kiss, or something that wasn't, it never got off the ground. Somebody here could have dirty blonde hair. Okay, I'm hearing like sandy colored hair. Someone could be a bit more on like the nerdy side. Okay, so they could wear glasses. I'm hearing chess club. I don't know, maybe they play chess, or they do some, not that that has to be nerdy, but it's just the way Spirit showed me something of like an image of that. So they could just be into a lot of intellectual activities. They could be, you know, somebody that stereotypically what you would say would be like more of a nerd. Again, this person, they have this like stance of being a bit closed off at times. So it could be because they are not naturally very open with their heart or emotions. They could be, again, more like in their mind a lot, more intellectual, logical. They may, yeah, just not kind of know how to express their emotions, or they haven't had much experience, maybe for others of you, in relationships. They've kept your text messages, or they've really dissected like what the two of you have spoken about. They are very like interested in looking back to the text messages if you've texted before. They seem to like really overthink. They could be very logical. Someone could live here near the mountainous regions of somewhere. They could go to the gym a lot. This person could be quite routine. Okay, they may have like a strict routine, or they're like a very like 9 to 5, or they, you know, get up at a certain time every day and it's very rigid. I'm hearing you bring back a memory, or you stir something in their heart. So if you did have like a nostalgic, you know, bittersweet time here, they may think that when they see you or talk to you, or when they think about this crush that they have on you, it's like it stirs something that they felt long ago, whatever that means for you. But they're very caught in their own world. This is somebody who gets caught in their own world. They may be a bit selfish, or they were selfish in the past, something like that. Let's get a few of these to see if there's any additional insight. Spirit, who is this person who has a crush on group number 1? Any other details? So we have soulmate here when I divided the deck. So this could be a soulmate connection. Definitely feels like, see how they're close together. And this guy has like this sandy colored hair. So that's for somebody, maybe even red hair. But Yeah, there's like a closeness. They want to be close with you. They feel like you hold the key to their heart. I'm hearing you have something about you which holds the key to their heart in many ways. Okay, we have cycles here. So they may be in a repetitive cycle. Either this is the two of you together, or this is just them. They've had a repetitive cycle in their life. Again, I'm getting the vibe that you may really help this person somehow, or you're like a light in their world. You may be somebody that they seem to have a hard time getting to fully, so you may be kind of unavailable, or just, I don't know, there's some kind of energy difference a little bit to where they look up to you. We have drinking the Kool-Aid. Let's see. Who is this person that has a crush on group number 1? Any other details? We have Sagittarius. These cards are kind of hard to shuffle. Let's see, Spirit. Any other details for group number 1? How would they know who this is? Who has a crush on them? Allow us to be specific here. Any specific details? Easily influenced by others. Unpleasant opinions creating doubt and denial of connection. Okay, let's just get a few of these and see. We have fateful encounter. Maybe. Who has a crush on group number 1? Secret crush on group number 1. Okay, so unsent messages. So take these how these will resonate with you. Definitely with the fateful encounter. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Who has a secret crush on group number 1? This person could be kind of very romantic, or they may at least try to be romantic, or they have, like, you know, maybe they open the door for you and things like that. This could be somebody who has traditional opinions of relationships, but I do feel like with this here, yeah, the fateful encounter, it's like you met for a reason. There's something that they feel that you've been brought into their life, or you've always been in their life for like a special reason. And they've been on the fence maybe about this connection in terms of moving towards you fully. They have been maybe struggling with running from connections, running from intimacy. This time frame here could be somebody's birthday maybe, or could be when, you know, that maybe there's some kind of interaction with you both. Yeah, okay, so there could be a new beginning in this time frame here, which is right now actually that we're in. So yeah, you could be at a distance. There's definitely like a separation here, or you're from different cultures or different locations. See, I was getting with the unsent messages too. They may have like a lot of information about you stacked up, like text messages from you that they've saved, or they look back on it a lot. There's some kind of feeling to where they want more with you. They want more from you. But there's a difference here. There's a distance and a difference. We have free will. One more card, Spirit. Who is this person who has a secret crush on group number, third party situation? Okay, and at the bottom we have mirroring nature. And beneath that I'm noticing we have Cancer and Virgo. So those could be possible signs for somebody. But yeah, this could be a mirroring type of connection where there's a lot of intensity between you both, or a lot of very similar vibration that the two of you have, but there could be another person. So definitely for some, there is a marriage here, or there's responsibilities related to other things, work, family, children, And it's like there's a feeling of, why can't we ever get this right? Or why can't we be together? Or that's how at least they feel, that there's interferences in your connection which have prevented you from fully taking this further. And it's been triggering, and it's been kind of like they want more with this maybe. They want more with you, but they have a hard time with their emotions and being vulnerable and open with themselves. And that's what's coming through here. So I will leave it here, group number 1. I hope that this was helpful. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I'd appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this little green flower here, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. So just take a second, look at the flower, infuse your energy into it. And let's see here what we have. So who has a secret crush on group number 2? So tap me in, please, Spirit, to anybody who chose group number 2, this green flower. So tap us into the energy here. Any details we can channel for who has a crush on the viewers of group number 2, the green flower. So what can we pick up on here for who is this person, their characteristics? Why do they have a crush on you? Who are they? And yeah, let's see what comes up. So who has a crush on group number 2? This person could be very professional. They could work a professional job. They could wear a suit to work every day, I'm getting for some. Or they may have just a very professional demeanor somehow, okay? And this is somebody who has like a sternness to them. They could be a fixed sign. I was going to say they could be an air sign, but I guess fixed came out. They could be a fixed or an air sign. They don't have to be, but they could have this, I'm hearing gentle giant. Okay, so this person could be either bigger in stature, and they could just be very soft inside. They may not show that. This also could just be that they have, again, like a certain demeanor that they show to the world, but inside they're a lot more tender. They're a lot more emotional maybe than they show. So this person, I'm hearing for some reason, I believe in equal partnerships. So I don't know what that's going to mean. I mean, maybe they just want to say here in the reading that they really, I don't know, they're looking for an equal partner. They're looking for somebody who's going to be very much of a match to them. This is somebody who has, it almost seems like they really have their life together. Or they are maybe they're maybe a bit private, they keep to themselves, but they do have their life together for the most part, it seems like here. But they're definitely a bit reserved, I would say. This person feels like they're reserved. And it's almost like in this reading itself, this is somebody who's they're struggling to admit this. This definitely could be someone who doesn't want this information to come out fully, or they are holding back on this crush that they have towards you. And it seems like for some of you, this actually, I'm being shown a scenario here. Let's say that this is somebody who didn't expect to meet you. This may not be the case for everybody, but they didn't really expect to meet you. And maybe they were very set in their ways at the time. And then they kind of came across you, or you almost gave me the impression of at the airport or something. And then they met you, on the plane, you were next to them, and they had this very fixed mindset or life that they were not open to anybody. But then there was something about you, and you were very different, or you were very bubbly even, or something. And it just it opened their eyes, or they felt like they had a connection to you, which was very unexpected. And then from that point on, they have been thinking about you all the time. So again, that may not be the actual scenario. That just could be an example, but it feels like this is somebody who's reluctant to open up, and they're having, again, there's a hard time for this person to admit that that I like you, or I really like your style or your personality. Maybe they have only dated a certain type of person before, or there's something fixed here about this person. And I'm hearing late at night. This person could think about you late at night. It definitely feels like this could be a very, again, secretive or private person, I will say for some. They could have some Scorpio in their chart for some of you, not for everyone, but they may have this energy to where they think about you when they're alone late at night, and they don't really want that to be out in the open. They don't want anyone to know that. And I feel like this person I wouldn't be surprised if this is the type of person that would kind of like spy on you on social media. They seem to be a bit of like a lurker. They may be a bit of a creeper, but not that I think that they're creepy, but it's just that I feel like that's the way that they go about this crush. Like they don't, again, it's not the type of person who would take action or right away or be vulnerable and open about their emotions or to admit that they feel this way. And I don't know if there's a reason for this or if it's just that that's who they are, but they are keeping this very much a private secret kind of, or they want this to be a secret, even if you already know about this. But I feel like this person, again, I don't know why this keeps coming up, but it's like they have a certain role to play in their worlds, which is very strict and uptight even, or they have to follow certain rules, or they come from like a background or a culture that is very strict, you know, or maybe when they were growing up, their family was very strict on them. I don't know, something to where this person, they would do anything, I feel, to not let this come out sort of about you. I don't know, even if you know about it, it's still, let's see more detail here. Who is the person who has a secret crush on group number 2, Spirit? Who has a secret crush on group number 2? Tell us more. Yeah, they're a bit of a skeptic, I'm hearing. This person is a very skeptical person. That's the only way to describe them. It keeps coming up. It's funny because as I'm trying to channel their energy, they are met with this, like I'm being met with this kind of resistance. So I feel like this person is a natural just skeptic, or they don't maybe believe in this kind of thing, or they're not into spirituality or tarot or readings. They definitely could be someone who, they're very career focused, I feel. They're very focused on what's tangible, what's logical, mainly like what's able to be proven sort of, or what is going to bring them, what's going to be kind of productive for them. So definitely very career driven, I would say. And I feel like they have this whole world of escapism where a lot of their escapism is including you. So in other words, this person could fantasize about you because their life that they're living is not anywhere near who you are, or like what you would be in a relationship, if that makes sense. Like, also it's getting like Pisces energy. They may have Pisces somewhere in their chart, but not maybe prominently, or not like in their main, it's like a hidden, I don't know, a hidden part of them. But this may be because of the example I said before, like maybe you are very different, or you're more open or free-spirited, or you have this energy about you which would offer something very different than their life or what they've been brought up to believe. So they fantasize about you and what it would be like to be around you or to live life with you, because it would be more fun, or you would bring about more of a lightness. So some of you even watching could have Pisces in your chart too, or there's something very magical or ethereal about you. But yeah, I feel like this person who has a secret crush on you, they are very anxious though for this to be exposed. Again, I'm seeing. And for some of you, it's going to differ the scenario. If this is somebody that you either like recently met, or someone that you know who I'm talking about, they may be right now like going back and forth between whether or not to tell you this. So maybe it's that you met, or you there's something to where at the moment they are kind of going back and forth in their mind, or even actually like almost sending something to you, or almost telling you that they enjoyed meeting you, or that they still think about you, or whatever the case is. And they are very much again, like not sure if this is a good idea or something. Why do they have a crush on you, group number 2? Why does this person have a secret crush on you? Because their heart wants this. And it's funny because this little flower looks like a heart chakra. Their heart wants you. Their heart wants to be around you, to experience more of this, or to return to this, or again, whatever your scenario is. But this is somebody who feels like if they were to lead with their heart, it would be in the direction of you. And again, I'm getting the kind of personality of this person is the type of person that doesn't usually allow themselves to go with their heart. And maybe it's because it seems like it's because of some conditioning, or they have just, that's all they know, or they have lived their life like that for their whole life. So it's like when it comes to you, it would be such a open experience, and they would like to follow their heart, but they feel fear about that. But at the same time, it's very encouraging. It's very tempting and enticing to think about a world that they could follow their heart with you. So yeah, it's, how would you know who this person is? Group number 2 that has a secret crush on you. How would you know who they are? Any specifics here? I'm hearing true crime. So this person could be into watching true crime. Yeah, I feel like you're very different. This definitely, I feel like the two of you are very opposite though. So how you would know who this is it somebody who, for the most part, they have a lot of opposite qualities than you, or you have a lot of differences here. And again, I keep getting this forbidden fruit kind of feeling. So for some of you, it's because their family or their whatever it is that they were brought up to believe, or belief systems that the two of you have, or cultural differences. There's something to where they feel like that would make it impossible, or it would make it very challenging for the two of you to make this work. But nonetheless, there's this connection that doesn't seem to go away for them. It's like a nagging kind of feeling at their heart. Like if I were to follow, I feel like you have brought this upon this person, or you brought this into this person's life, of what it's like to live a life which is more intuitive or heart-based or spiritual. And that has been very, again, like enticing for this person. But I'm getting this like frustration building up to where they can't seem to shake that off, that like this is how they feel, and that this is where my heart kind of is, or at least my heart wants to experience this, or to figure out more out about you. And instead, I think this person may have ghosted you, or they may have just like walked away or ghosted you, or pretended like they didn't care at the time. And I just think that their secret crush is more of like an obsession, honestly. Not that I think that they're creepily obsessed with you. I'm not saying that, but they have this obsession in their heart about you, because it's a part of them that they haven't experienced, and they almost like wish to surrender to it. And that's why they have this, like, they keep going back to you in their mind, or they keep thinking about your meeting. This person, how you would know who they are, let's just see what specifics we can channel. For some, they could come from, again, like some family where it's different than your family, I'm getting. Or for some, it could also be a very wealthy family, I'm being told. So maybe it's something to where they also grew up with these kind of rules and regulations, or the way things have to be. That's for somebody. I'm getting something here about Ireland, and I'm hearing Ireland, Scotland. So somebody could be from there. I feel like this person, I'm hearing Gemini as well. They may have Gemini in their chart. They are very honest. Sagittarius is coming up too. They are very honest people. Maybe even to the point of them being a bit blunt though, or too honest at times. Maybe they have a bit of like cynical, I'm hearing too. Like there's something to where they may, again, they have this presence of like a fixed viewpoint on things. And so it could cause them to sway a bit more of like on the negative side at times, or they are boxed into a certain way of thinking. This person could be into history, like historical things, or they may be very knowledgeable. I feel like this person is very intelligent. I feel like this person, it's almost like I feel like they're a completely different person when they're on their own. Like it's almost the type of person where maybe you don't even know this because maybe not many people do know it, but it's like they may act a certain way in public or around their friends or family, but if you would kind of like see this person when they're alone with nobody else around, there's something about it which would be very shocking. And I don't know if they're gonna, let me talk. I don't know if they're gonna allow me to go further into that, but I feel like they don't want maybe anyone to know like what goes on behind closed doors. And I don't really know what is behind closed doors. I think that's too like private to go into, but I feel like what you need to know though is that this is somebody who is just very different than what you see outwardly or what other people think of them. They have their own world that is very different than that. I'm hearing the name Matthew. Something about beach volleyball is coming up. For somebody, this could be a same-sex relationship. These won't be for everybody, but let's just see what specifics. I'm hearing the name Paul. I'm hearing the song Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, this person, they also, I don't want to like expose too much about this person's personal life here because I don't think that's, but I am getting that they do have a lot of dark secrets that you don't know about. And it's very shocking to what you think about them. And I think that this is the type of person who would be prone to like addictions because they live such a structured or rigid life, or they at least feel like they have to like meet some kind of status or portray themselves to be someone that they're not, but behind closed doors and what they do in their free time is very opposite of what you see about them. That's just what I'm getting. I'm seeing the initial Z. But I will say that a lot of this, it has to do with their sensual desires towards you, but I almost feel like this person has a lot of fantasies in general. I don't think this is just about you. Again, it's almost like it's something behind closed doors is very, I don't want to say too much on YouTube as well because YouTube doesn't like when we go into all that, but I just think this person is, they have a lot of crazy fantasies and it's something that they've tried to control kind of, but I think that they don't really want to control. It's like a wild side to them that they don't want to control though, but they feel like they have to. And I guess this is somehow connected to you because I am hearing for some of you, this could be a twin flame connection. That won't be for everybody, but I did hear it. So this could be a twin flame connection. This could be somebody who, again, with the reference of the heart chakra is how I'm seeing it here, there's a connection which goes beyond understanding and logic. And that has been very unnatural to this person to go beyond that. And so, again, they have like an escapism personality to where, because that's how I'm seeing it, at least. Like if we suppress those desires for so long, it's going to kind of come out in a different way at some point. I feel like that's what's happening for this person. And so you either triggered that within them or just it's always been there. And so their secret crush on you is very deep and kind of like obsessive in a way because of that. Okay. This person is very, very sensitive inside. I think I mentioned before. They may even be someone who has an extremely sensitive heart where it could border on like a bit of codependency as well. They may feel like they need people or they need something. So I feel like this person, they have just so much more deeper feelings than you would think. Something about a name is coming up, like maybe you say their name a lot or they say your name, or there's something to where somebody talks like that. Maybe they always say your name, or they, I don't know, something about a name, quite literally. This person could have a flashy car for somebody. They definitely could be into like materialism too, like things they can buy, things they can obtain, but it's a mask, I feel. I'm getting some city here starting with S, but it looked like it was somewhere in Europe, and I couldn't grasp where it was, especially Southern Europe. This person could travel a lot. They may move around a lot, or they just travel a lot for work, maybe. Yeah, let's get to these cards because I'm kind of getting this person. I almost want to say they have like a double life or something. There's something a bit off here, but I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you feel about that or who this is to you. But let's see if we can get any more of these or whatever. Let's see if we can get any more specifics from this deck here. Who has a secret crush on group number 3? Who has a secret crush on them, Spirit? Who has a secret crush on group number 3? We have the Chaser. So that could be you, could be them, excuse me. But I was kind of getting a bit of that coming through. I think there was something that came up about this person may have codependent tendencies. I was going to point out Taurus too. Definitely somebody could have strong Taurus in their chart. Okay, let's see. How is group number 2 going to know who this is that has a secret crush on you? Yeah, I feel like this person really puts on, again, a show or a mask for other people to act like they are somebody different than they are. They definitely may have some, possibly for some of you, some personality disorder I am getting for somebody. We have triggered. Yeah, they're very, I feel like this person, they're triggered by a lot of things. Yes, they could be triggered by you, but I just think that this person is triggered because they haven't been able to be true to themselves. So when they're not true to themselves, it's outer and also inner turmoil that is developed from that. So I think that this person is it's almost like they're living a false life or something, or they've settled for like a false identity or a false life. I do think this person has some personal problems, though, I will say. Who has a secret crush on you? Group number 2. There could be definitely a resting period of this connection. If you know who this is, with the winter here, it could even be during these months, but there may be like not a whole lot going on, or there's a necessary time of separation or being apart here from each other. We have age difference. So for some, there could be an age difference. I think I mentioned too, especially if they're older than you. There's a feeling of the two of you definitely being destined to meet in this lifetime, which is why it feels like it's intense. Like I mentioned about the airplane reference, or something to where you met for a reason, and it has been very intense. But I feel like with this card coming out, like I said, it's almost like right now is not the good time for this connection. I think that with this winter, it's kind of like it has to be on ice at the moment. And I think that, yeah, Scorpio is definitely coming through. We have false flame here. Interesting. Denial of the connection. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'll say. I think this person has a lot of denial within themselves about various things. And in this case, it's about your connection. And I keep hearing that you're going to have if you already know who I'm talking about, you both have a very intense draw to each other. Unless you've already outgrown this could be, maybe you have, but there's an intensity to this connection. This is not a light-hearted connection. This is a very intense connection. And this person who has a secret crush on you feels very intensely for you. But it's something that they haven't really been able to admit that they feel the way that they do. And so this connection is remaining to be very taboo and kind of forbidden. And I just think that this is the type of connection where there's a bit more of a warning from Spirit to be aware of any falseness to this person at the moment, at least. Because I feel like this person was brought into your life and vice versa to kind of trigger each other is what it feels like. And I do think this person will continue to always have this like crush or obsession of you. But this is a very complex connection. Like this is something to where it can get very easy, it can be very easy to slip into illusion. And I'm not going to like go into all of that here now in this reading, but this definitely, for just the question of who has a crush on you, this is what's coming through. So I think I'll leave it here, group number 2. I hope that this was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I would appreciate it, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this flower here, go ahead and take a look at the flower just to infuse your energy into it. And then we will see here what comes up. And this is matching me today. Let's see, who has a secret crush on you? Group number 3. So Spirit, tune me in here to anybody who has chosen group number 3. Who has a secret crush on the viewer of this reading? So tap us into any details as to how the viewer is going to know who this is. What can we channel here? Who has a secret crush on you? Group number 3. So I just got a vision here of somebody doing a tarot reading. So for somebody, they could be, maybe a tarot reader, or you could be, or there's maybe something here about divination that's coming through for someone involved with this connection somehow. This is definitely somebody who they feel a very, I feel like this is a very romantic person, or someone who has a lot of romantic potential. They want to be romantic towards you if you haven't yet been romantic with this person. This is somebody who feels like they live very close to you. For some of you, they live in close proximity to you, or you share a lot of similar interests. You share a lot of similar, you share a similar vibration, basically. I feel like this is a strong spark that was formed. It feels like this person feels an initial spark with you, or they've always felt this very initial and explosive kind of spark with you. And this person who has a secret crush on you, they have been very moved by your presence, I'm hearing. They've been very kind of moved also spiritually. And that could be why they show me the tarot reading. I feel like this person's been on a path of ascension, and after meeting you or upon meeting you, and this is somebody who I feel they are actually they're very active. This person could be on the go a lot. They could live a very adventurous life. They could do a lot of adrenaline seeking activities, or they just may have a lot of energy to them. And I feel like they are very willing to learn new things. They're very open-minded. I think that this person, they really feel, for some of you, you may have already established something with them in the past. Maybe there's been a bit of a distance here between you both, or no contact situation. And I feel like this person, they, again, feel like for some of you, this could just be a friend, or it could be someone who feels like you really had a great friendship, and they look back on that friendship with you. And I think that the crush that they have on you is almost like it's a crush of inspiration. So this person could be very inspired by you. Maybe you do something here publicly, or you are very inspirational to them. And I just almost feel like this person feels a crush on your whole vibe. I'm hearing not just your appearance, but they have a crush on something about your presence. So it's maybe what you talk about, or what you present to the world in terms of your knowledge, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like this person, they look up to you. For some of you, this is just not for everybody, but you could be older than them, or you may just be on a soul level, you're a bit older than this person. Not that I think that this person's immature, but I do think that they have felt, again, very inspired by something with you. So it could be that they are a part of a class that you teach, for example, or they could look up to something you're doing in the workplace. For somebody here, they may have just become single after some time of not being single, and that may have been something that they weren't maybe ready to be with you at the time previously, because they were involved, or this was not it's almost like right person, wrong time kind of dynamic. So this person here who has a secret crush on you, I'm hearing Leo, they could be a Leo. They feel like they have actually a very strong presence to them. They could be they may have, if they're a man, they may have a very strong masculine energy to them, where they really are very inspired to make the best of themselves, or to make themselves and to be a better person. And you seem to be someone who helps them with that, and they view you as somebody who would continue to help them on that path. But I'm getting this weird like emotional distance. So I don't know if maybe again this is like a friend, or it's somebody who you haven't maybe established like a relationship romantically with. It's a weird kind of crush. I don't know. It's a crush that feels, there's a distance to the crush, and I don't know how else to put that, but there's like a distance to what they're feeling, or what at least the establishment between the two of you. There is maybe, I'm hearing firefighter, somebody could be a firefighter, but maybe there's something here, how to explain that, like something to where their energy is at a different place than yours, but more so because of where they're at in life versus where you are, which is why I was kind of getting a bit of maybe an age difference for some of you, not for everybody. But if it's not that, it could be the kind of profession that you have is very different from each other, or the hobbies that you have are very different, or something to where there's like a difference here in your energy in that kind of way. But I feel like this person is constantly like watching you though. They're constantly getting inspiration, keeps coming to me from you. So their crush is very much of this, again, like inspiring crush, inspirational crush. I don't even know if this person has approached you yet. For some of you, maybe if you know who this is, they have. Others of you, this is not somebody who's actually approached you with this information. And I'm hearing that they've been saving it because they may not feel like they are someone that you would really look at in that kind of way. Maybe because of whatever that difference is, or whatever those circumstances are, maybe you would only see them as a friend, or you wouldn't really be like open to something romantic with them. At least that's how they may see things. But I'm getting that this person, it's weird because they do have a very open energy to them, to where they want to almost tell you this or show this to you. But at the same time, they're not. Let's see, group number 3. Tell me more, Spirit, please. Help me to go deeper into this. Who has a secret crush on group number 3? Yeah, now they're showing me somebody trailing behind you. Again, I don't know what that's going to mean for you, but this person is behind you somehow. They're trailing behind you in something that you're doing. They're not at the position that you're at. They are younger than you, or they just have a more immature kind of energy, even though I'm not getting that they're immature either. It's just something where it's just something to where there's a lower, not lower either, I don't know how to describe this. It's just that they look up to you, and they may not feel that they're at that point. That's just what keeps coming up. How would you know who this is, group number 3? How would you know who this is that has a crush on you? I'm hearing entrepreneur, so they could be, or you could be. Again, I don't know. This could be someone you work with, or this could be someone that is gaining like ideas from you. I'm not sure why this keeps coming up, but they have a lot of ideas that they get from you or from working with you, and you would know who they are from that. And I feel like they may even, this will be very specific, but they may even come to you for whatever it is you do. And they may say that they want advice from you for work, like for example, or they may want your service, but it's actually because they have a crush on you. And I'm getting this person hopes that there can be a time in the future where they can redeem themselves or make themselves known to you. It's almost like they are working towards that. It's giving me the impression of like an example or a scenario here. Let's say that they were like a student of yours and they wanted to wait a few years for them to graduate and have this like profession and be at a point that you would admire or be open to, because for some reason they perceive it that way, that like right now as it is, you wouldn't be like interested in them. So they may think that in a couple years when I'm established or when I'm older, or if it's not age, it's just more established, then I can come towards group number 3 and see if we can be compatible or see if you would give me a chance then. Like that's how it's coming through as. So somebody here could have a farm or live on a farm, okay, or live somewhere near a lot of farmland. And I think that this person is definitely somebody who's in the background. This pile is very interesting compared to the others. This is definitely somebody who is mostly in the background of your life, though. And I'm just getting that they take notes, kind of, you know, not that they take notes on your life, but they take notes on something that you're doing, or they just at least admire you and sort of take note of just secretly observing you, kind of, or like if you work together or if you walk into somewhere that they work or something, to where they just like observe you. But it doesn't go further than that for a lot of you, if that's the group that you're in, to where it's not someone that you actively know or that you're actively speaking to. Yeah, I'm hearing I get tongue twisted. I just heard. So it's like this person saying that I get tongue twisted around you. They may even, if you do talk to them, or if you know who this is, you may find that they stumble on their words, or they just kind of act a bit awkward, and it's because they have this crush on you and they get tongue twisted. For someone, they could be a real estate agent. That could be for somebody. But this person, they're in a process of their life to where they're growing. It keeps coming through. So they may be really embarking on a journey right now of finding themselves, or like learning from their past experiences, or becoming a better person. And they want to be seen in that light by you. Like they want you to see them that way. And I mean, I feel like it keeps coming up over and over, but to some level, this person could also be a bit of like a cheerleader of yours, or they admire you to the point where maybe to some level they want to become like you. It's very strange. I don't know what that's going to mean for you, but they want to be you, like, or they want to be closer to your level. Why does this person have a crush on group number 3? Why do they have a crush on you? Yeah, because they feel like, again, this pile is kind of strange, but this person feels like you are their soulmate. I'm even hearing twin flame, and I don't know if this is true or not, or if this is how you feel. I have no idea, but it's coming up that this person believes that to be true about you. And it seems like it's mainly because of observation of you, or because of something that maybe you did establish in the past, or that you have established, but it's like it's a secret self journey of growth that they probably don't outwardly show unless they're like a student of yours or something, but they don't show that. But they have a crush on you mainly because they believe that you are somebody that they believe that you are someone that is their soulmate, basically. And they believe that because of some kindred bond that they feel towards you, even if they're just observing you. This person could be rather tall. These details won't be for everybody. I'm getting this weird tingle at the top of my head right now. So it's kind of like they want to prove their worth to you. It's just, yeah, it's the same information comes up, but it's coming up in different ways. Like maybe they're going to be out of your life for a period of time, or maybe they're going to disappear for some time and then come back a completely like grown up version of themselves, you know, or like, I don't know, it's bringing to mind like a reality show, and then it's the person that wasn't picked for that, like The Bachelor or something, and the person didn't pick them, but then years later they regret that they didn't pick them because they come back or they see them somewhere and they're completely like new version of themselves. That's like how this person wants to be, sort of, to show up in your life again in a very new way. Or they know somehow that like maybe you didn't give them a chance and they think that you're gonna regret it, or they're hoping to be at a point where they can reach that level to where you would see them in a way that you didn't see them before. That's how it's coming through here. So very much of somebody who's in studies. So that's how you may know them too. They could be studying something. They could be always learning something. They could be very much into just learning new concepts, learning new skills. They are always absorbing new information. They're definitely like a truth seeker. They're somebody who enjoys seeking. They have a thirst for more knowledge in life, and probably in the realm of whatever it is that you do, for a lot of you. Maybe not for everybody, but for a lot of you. So any specifics here, Spirit, for group number 3? How would you know who this is? And then I'll pull a few cards. How would you know who this is? Any specifics you can give here for group number 3? Somebody could live in an apartment complex that's coming through. There's like a pond overlooking with the apartment complex. This person possibly could have been in the military. I was getting also firefighter, policeman, or woman. This person sees you as somebody who has very high standards. To them, it may seem like impossible standards even. This person, one or both of you, could work with children. I'm getting a pilot here. You may see this person periodically. I'm getting maybe every couple years for somebody, or only at special events, or only at like a work event, for example, or somewhere that's very selective or specific. This person could have a prominent, either like a prominent tattoo or a birthmark somewhere that stands out, like makes them who they are. So whatever that is, maybe a very large tattoo that is always shown or mostly shown, or it's some kind of birthmark or scar, you know, or something like that on their body. Yeah, this person definitely appears to be younger than you for most of you. And if it's not age, then it could just be the point in life that they're at, or where they are on their journey of self-growth. And they have like a bit of a playful demeanor, but at the same time, they are very intelligent and they are very willing to like grow. I keep getting, this person could have a lot of fire in their chart. They do anticipate to see you, again, maybe some event or work function, or they know that they will see you at some point in the future. That at least they seem to be They seem to have the intention for that, or they seem to be certain that they're going to see you somewhere. I'm hearing something with a name starting with BR. This person might have dated a lot of people that were definitely nowhere near you, is what's coming through. Like maybe they were very different people than you. Maybe I am getting they could have dated a lot of like superficial people, and you are not superficial, and they don't see you as being a superficial person. So this person may have been either like a bit of a player, or again, there's like a youthfulness to their energy, or they operated in that kind of way for a while. And that could be actually why they look up to you, because you are someone that has a stark difference than the people that they would normally date or go for. And to be with you or to get your attention would require them to be on a different level than they are now. And that's what they seem to like want to grow towards that. And you seem to be the main inspiration for them to do so. So that's why their crush is almost like a inspirational crush. Yeah, and I actually do feel like for some of you, they may be right about this. Like there actually may be a strong connection between you both. Some of you know this and you feel this as well. Others of you may have disregarded them, or you may have kind of put them on the back burner, or you may have not given them a chance. But it's possible that in the future, you're actually going to see that they have changed, or that they are somebody who is very compatible for you, and you may end up in like a relationship. That is for some of you. So because it keeps giving that impression of like somebody who's very persistent to get the other person's attention because they really feel like that is their person. But the person that doesn't know that or doesn't feel that is kind of like putting them aside or not really interested. But then years go by or time goes by, and then it actually comes true that like you were right, that we are more than friends, or that there is something much deeper here than I ever thought. It is giving that feeling. So it's a very persistent person who doesn't want to give up on the idea that you are their person, kind of, and they seem to have some knowing about this. Okay, let's pull a few of these cards and see what else. Is there any other specific spirit for group number 3? How would they know who this is that has a crush on you? Yeah, there could be an age difference, definitely. Who has a secret crush on you, group number 3? Who has a secret crush on you? We have Libra. This person could also be very focused on their physical appearance. They may like work out a lot, or they may be very conscious of how they dress. They could be fashionable, but they're very... maybe at some point it could have been too much or superficial, but they definitely care about what they look like. So they may be very well groomed, or they may come across, again, very fashionable. They may be really into healthy habits, eating healthy, exercising, stuff like that. We have a cosmic love. Yeah, that just flew out. So again, I do think that you do have a very special connection. So connected in the 5D regardless if disconnected in the 3D. So that's the thing. I think that regardless of what's currently going on between you both, I think that this is somebody that you do have this cosmic connection with. And it seems like it's very different though. Like that's why it could be an age difference, or there could be something where it's not normally accepted by society, or it's just a very unexplainable kind of love, I feel. And we have this breaking barriers. So that's where I feel like this person's at. Definitely. See, it says removing obstacles that resulted in cultural differences, family or sexual orientation, etc. Who has a crush on group number 3? What specifics do we have here? We have divine masculine. Yeah, they definitely are a very strong masculine. I was getting that before too. They have a strong presence about them. So if they are a man especially, you may find that they embody a lot of strong divine masculine energy. But if it is a woman, most of it's not for this reading, but if it is a woman, then she could just have more of a very fierce kind of masculine presence. We have third party situation. Group number 3, how would you know who this is that has a secret crush on you? See how in this, with these two cards next to each other, it almost looks like he's looking at this here. So I do think that for some of you, the scenario that I mentioned to where you may not be interested or you may have chosen somebody else, that could be for some. And this is actually your like true divine masculine maybe, and they're looking at you with somebody else, maybe even like holding space for things that you've moved through. But it's a feeling of they don't want any competition. This is somebody who will do anything again to like show you that they are your person. So maybe you're dating other people, or you've moved on, or you are with somebody else, but they're very adamant that like you are their person, and they're right here with this here. Who has a secret crush on group number 3? We have juggling. Yeah, this person may have a lot. Again, see, we have a dumbbell here. We have a computer. Like they may have they may do a lot of things. They may, you know, maybe they go, you know, hiking on the weekends, and then they take up this, they learn a new language on Sunday afternoons. It's just something where they have a lot of interest and a lot of things going on. So they are a very active person. And I think that they're very willing to, again, grow and learn from the past and things like that. Who is this person who has a secret crush on group number 3? I'm hearing nobody can hold a candle to you. Yeah, they're very sure about you. Look at that. A great source of inspiration. A lover, friendly infatuation, or maybe a stranger that one never speaks to. So see, this could be the case for a few of you. Like maybe this is someone that you have no idea who this is. Maybe you're confused in this reading, or this is someone that's on the outskirts of your life and they're watching you as inspiration and they feel very moved by your presence. We have Cancer. Okay, so they could be a Cancer. Yeah, this could be a twin flame connection. Okay, for some of you, definitely. And I was getting that very specific message for somebody that it's almost like your twin flame here could have found you through something you're doing. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're on a public platform, and they feel like there's just something so special about you, and they seem to be, again, they're correct about that. But that won't be the case for everybody, because for a lot of you, you probably know who this is. But in the case that you don't, I'm not saying that like a creeper who just believes you to be your twin flame is your twin flame. But if you talk to this person, you feel something here, and maybe you're even having dreams about them, or you're having some telepathic communication, this is a confirmation that they're not just fantasizing about you for no reason. It's actually because they are aware of like what you mean to them. This person could be very spiritual as well. Definitely, they could even be a reader themselves, or they could be somebody who is learning these new concepts of spirituality. Definitely for most, though, they're already quite evolved, I feel. And they're, again, very persistent to become even more highly evolved. And so they are aware of the telepathic communication. They're aware of the energy that you exchange. Fateful encounter. Okay, and at the bottom we have reinvention. Yeah, definitely a lot of Aries was coming through. So this is a very active, adventurous person for a lot of you. So they could have Aries in their chart. Yeah, they could have had some insecurities about, once again, like how you view them. And they really feel like meeting you has been every reason to grow and to be inspired by you. So I will leave it here, group number 3. I hope that this was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I would appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.